For over 40 years, I've represented thousands of child sexual abuse survivors in courtrooms nationwide, against churches, the Boy Scouts, schools, and other major institutions. I've seen the same disturbing patterns repeated over and over. Today, I want to talk about what I call the architecture of abuse. This isn't about one predator or one isolated tragedy. It's about the built-in structure, the scaffolding that institutions create, maintain, and protect, allowing abuse to happen, continue, and stay hidden for decades. Treating cases as one bad apple lets the rotten tree stand. Institutions shrug, quietly move the offender, and carry on. But abuse doesn't thrive in a vacuum. It requires power imbalances, cultures of silence, and priorities that value reputation and money over children's safety. When we focus only on the bad person, we ignore what enabled them. Unchecked access to kids, automatic credibility for authority figures, institutional grooming of families and communities, and enforced silence that isolates survivors while protecting the system. I've watched the same playbook everywhere: delay, deny, deflect, cover-ups masked as internal handling, reputation placed above healing. This isn't random, it's architectural. The key supports include hierarchical power that concentrates authority and reduces oversight, cultures of obedience, loyalty, and fear of ostracism, reputation management machines, legal teams, insurers, PR, normalize behaviors, like private mentorship time with kids, that should raise alarms but don't. Power flows top-down, making leaders untouchable and silencing kids. Who would believe you over a priest, coach, or bishop? Silence is a deliberate tool, enforced through grooming, spiritual threats, family rejection, or retaliation. Disclosure often punishes the survivor more than the abuser, because truth threatens the entire structure. Grooming goes beyond the individual. It's institutional. Offenders build trust with parents, leaders, and entire communities, reframing red flags, special attention, secrecy, as virtues. The biggest myth, that abuse is rare, committed by obvious monsters, always violent, and by strangers. That comforting denial lets us keep trusting the institutions we rely on, and it protects the abusive systems. Institutions almost always prioritize image and finances over accountability. After disclosure, it's damage control, delay justice, deny responsibility, minimize payouts. Understanding this architecture reveals the same patterns across religious groups, youth organizations, schools. Naming it is powerful. It shifts shame from me to the system and builds solidarity among survivors. Next time a case makes news, don't just focus on the perpetrator. Ask, what was the institutional response? Who held the power? How was silence enforced? Child sexual abuse in institutions is almost never isolated. It's enabled by an architecture of power, silence, and self-preservation. We have to dismantle it to truly protect kids and deliver justice. If this resonates, or if you or someone you know has been harmed, you're not alone. Reach out, visit Kosnoff.com or architectureofabuse.com for resources. Thanks for listening. Stay strong.